I hope you have been dreaming to visit Serengeti National Park for a long time. Sindio? It was a big dream to visit the Serengeti one day. So today your dream comes true. You are now live in Serengeti. So make sure that you keep your eyes out to see animals. Keep your eyes out. This is one of the best national parks in country. It has a lot of animals, different species, from the largest animals to the small animals. Not only animals, the landscapes of Serengeti are also very beautiful. As you can see around, it is truly incredible. Nowhere else you can get to see the landscapes like this one. So my young brothers, my young sisters, if we try to look outside from this direction, there is a huge antelope. Do you see that? I think everybody can see that. That is known as topi. That is known as topi. Can you say topi? Yeah, topi is one of the large antelopes that we have in Serengeti. So topi, they normally live in groups, but sometimes you can see them individual. But that is not a case. They sometimes separate in search of food, and sometimes they can separate by the time escaping predators, because they will be in a group and suddenly the predator can approach and they will start running in different directions, so they will find themselves separated. Are we together? Yes. There is a nickname that we give this antelope. Would you like to hear the nickname of the antelope? Yes. We call it a mechanic animal. A mechanic. A mechanic is because if you try to take a look from the skin, you will get to see the black color in some points. So this black color on some points, we try to assume that are the dirty materials that mechanics can get from the garage, like the oil and some grease. But that is not a real name of the antelope. It's just a nickname on how it looks.
How do they reproduce?
The reproduction status of these antelopes, they carry pregnancy for about 6 months, and after that they will give birth to they will give birth a single calf. And the weaned period must last about 2 years, and after 2 years the calf is already grown up and is going to join the group of other antelopes and live together. They are always in groups. Do you see the giraffe? Yeah, all of these are giraffes, and that one is a young giraffe. Is not an adult giraffe. Can you see that one? That is a young giraffe. Is not an adult giraffe. And that is a young male. Young male, you can tell by observing the genitals right under the belly. If you look under the belly, you will see something pointing out. That is a genital part of the male giraffe. Can you see that? Yeah, so you can tell if it's a male or it's a female after observing the under parts of the stomach. So it is just a young one, and all together are now feeding. They feed from tree leaves, and they prefer mostly to feed from the acacia leaves, since acacia leaves will never shed off the leaves during the dry season. Now we are in a dry season. As you can look around, everything is brown, everything is dry. But still, if you take a look from these acacia trees, they still have green leaves. They still have green leaves. So these acacia trees can sustain the harsh arid ecosystems during the dry season, and they will never shed off their leaves. So that will be very good advantage for the giraffes to get food. Do you understand? Yes. Yeah, if you try to look, other plants are very dry now, but only acacia trees are still green and gives the giraffe food source. If the acacias are also dry, these animals might die hunger. Have you got that? Yes.
And acacia trees are those including they have got thorns?
Yeah, of course. All the trees carrying thorns are the acacia trees. Acacia are in different species. There is Acacia totilis, which are the main food of giraffes. Giraffes, they feed predominantly from the Acacia totilis. The Acacia totilis are all these acacias that you see right in front of you.
Where?
Are we together? You can see that is another male. That is full-grown male giraffe. Full-grown male giraffe. You can tell by looking the genitals. That is very simple way to tell if it's male or female. Are we together? Did you know that the giraffe is the national animal of the country? It is the national animal because the giraffe, it is very large animal actually, and it is very peaceful. So to the country, giraffe represents peace and love of the country. The giraffe do what? Yes, so it is the national animal because it represents peace and love of the country. Tanzania is very peaceful land. People of Tanzania, they are also very kind. So we are all represented by the giraffe. If someone visits the country from abroad and you speak something like that, they must appreciate. According to the giraffe's attitude. Giraffes what? We have a lot of hippos actually, but the water is too dirty because of the hippo droppings. And these hippos, they drop their feces in the water. So when the water moves around, their feces can also become split. So the water is not actually suitable for the animals to drink because the water is full of hippo's feces. Hippo, they feed at night. They cannot feed in the daytime because they have very soft skin, which is very, very sensitive to dehydration. So the skin of hippopotamus is super vulnerable to the overheating conditions. The overheating conditions, for example, in daylight hours, the sun is very intense. So when the sun is very intense, the hippos will never afford to go and feed the grass outside the water. Because if they go outside the water in the hottest moment, they will get the skin is going to become dry, and after the skin becomes dry, it will start getting cracks. And if the skin getting cracks, that means the hippo is in so many wounds. If the hippo gets a lot of wounds, he's not going to survive anymore, because the many wounds are going to lead the hippo in a high loss of blood. That is a troop of the baboons. That is what? Yeah, that is a troop of the baboons. And in the baboons troop, there is different family members. All of that are the family members because they live in family unities. So within the family unit, there is always a dominant male. If you take a look, that one in front is a dominant male. So that one is dominating all these baboons. You can see females of different ages. You can see some young baboons all together in the troop. So it's a community. They feed on fruits. As you can see, they are now heading to the tree. That is a sausage tree. So sometimes they feed from those fruits, and they are actually omnivores. They are omnivores. So they mix food. They sometimes go for insects, sometimes they go for fruits. So they mix all the food together. Mnaona vizuri wote? These are brothers. If they're not brothers, they won't stay together. They must fight if they're not brothers, and they cannot stay together, as we can see. So since they are brothers, they can stay together, they can move everywhere together, because this is a coalition of two brothers. What is coalition? Coalition is a unit of brothers from either different families or sometimes from the same family. So they will be staying together. And why do they form this coalition group? The coalition group is formed right after these young male lions reach the adolescence age, or after reaching the prime age. So they will be automatically kicked out from the family pride, because the dominant male of the pride never allow these young male lions to stay there at their prime age. So what is going to happen? The dominant male of the pride, he's going to take action to chase out these young males. So after chased out, they have nowhere to go. They have to live on their own. They have to go to depend themselves. So they are going to unite and becomes together. So that is what we call coalition. So this coalition is a unit of the lions' brotherhood. The lions? Brotherhood. So this is a brotherhood of two male lions. So they are staying together here. They are cooperating together to hunt. They are cooperating together to protect themselves. At the end of the time, after reaching the age of about 5 to 6 years, they are not going to stay together anymore. But rarely they can continue staying together. What is going to happen? They are going to start finding pride to attack so that they can fight the dominant male of a certain pride. And if they are going to win, they must take over that pride. And the male that fail the fight is going to move away, or sometimes he is going to be killed. But getting the family is not that easy. It's not that easy. So they have to go through various fights. They have to go to fight a lot. And if they success to fight, to kick away the dominant male of a certain pride, they have to take over the pride. Sometimes they can contribute to the power to fight together. And if they success to take over the pride, they will share all the stuffs in the pride. From dominance, they will share the dominance, they will share the females and everything. But for now, they are just in a coalition. Coalition is what? Is a brotherhood of the lions. So they are brothers, that's why they are staying together. If they are not brothers, what will happen? A serious conflict.
They will kill each other.
So now they are so relaxing. They are so relaxing because most of lions' activities are in the night. Activities are mostly performed in the dark, not in the daytime. Because in the daytime, lions, they do not have clear vision. They do not have? Yeah, so they must spend the whole day long resting, collecting new energy to the body to go to perform at night. Yeah, because at night, when the sun is not around, they have an excellent vision, since they have tapetum lucidum. Tapetum lucidum, this is a layer which is located near the retina, that helping them to get a good reflection of the light during the darkness hours. During? Darkness hours. Yeah. Any questions so far?
How long do they survive?
Male lions, they survive about maximum from 12 to 15 years of age. But for the female lions, they go above that. They can live until 18. Why? Because males, they have a lot to go through. They have, especially in this age. Now they are so stressful on how they can find a family, on how they can fight a certain dominant male to take over the pride. And if they success to take over the pride, they will have to go to pass their genes in that pride females, within the pride females. So they are going to pass their own gene, and passing the gene not for one female lion. They have to pass the gene in various females, because the pride must consist not less than 10, sometimes 12 females. So if he is a dominant male of the pride, he has to go to mate all the females. So mating various females is going to lead him to lose a lot of energy. Losing a lot of energy, leading to the short lifespan. Yeah. Do you understand? Yes. So in a brotherhood of lions like this, life is not easy at all, because they have to hunt on their own food. But if they own a pride, they forget about what is hunting. They will be getting food after the females hunt. All the hunting must be done by females. Because if you own a pride, you're the king.
Mister, there is any possibility of them to be hunted?
Lions?
Lions?
Animals.
herd.
It's
They
sad.
cannot be hunted. Which animal can dare to go to fight the king like that?
What?
First of all, do you know why we call them king of the jungle? Not by mentality. No. Actually, they are very good in mentality. They have smart mentality. We are not calling them king of the jungle by power. If you speak about power, elephant probably is the most powerful one. If you speak about clever, the monkey can be the most clever animal.
Cleverest.
Yes, we are not speaking of the speed. The cheetah is the true king of the speed. So, we call them king of the jungle because of their smart mentality. If the lion sees an elephant, the lion automatically will start thinking of the food. But the elephant, if sees the lions, the elephant automatically will start thinking of the danger. The elephant must start thinking of danger, but if the lions see the elephant, lions start thinking of the food. So there is no predators. Natural predators, I can say is 0%. But also male lions are huge than the lions. Super huge. They reach about 200 kilos, 250 kilograms. But if we make a simple comparison to female lions, they have about only 150 kilograms, which is really small to that of male. They don't do such a behavior. They don't have that mentality to kill human beings because they don't see humans as prey. They see humans as enemies. So if they see you, they will come and react on you. So they will kill you on the spot by making sure that they are safe from your attacks. Although you're not going to attack them, but they are not familiar to see something walking by 2 feet. So if they see something walking by 2 feet and they are not familiar to see kind of creatures like human beings, so automatically they will start thinking of trouble. Yeah, they will start thinking of trouble, so they will react immediately and they will come, they will attack you, they will kill you right away. After they kill you right away, they are safe.
But will they feed on?
They won't do that.
They won't.
They won't do that. They won't feed on human flesh. And if that happens, a lion tries a human flesh, that is a big trouble. The management must come quickly and shoot that lion on the spot because he's going to change the entire behavior of feeding. Feeding behavior is going to change automatically. They won't keep chasing warthogs. They won't keep chasing antelopes. They will keep looking where they can find human flesh. They will start going to the lodges. They will start going to the camps because the human flesh, it is very, very testable. Very testable. Imagine, it is soft. Apart from being soft, it has a lot of minerals. Yeah, it is automatically marinated. It is automatically marinated. So they will keep looking for this because wild meats are not marinated like yours. They are very good looking. And if you're looking the lions, you won't get tired. Imagine if we spend like half an hour, 1 hour looking antelopes. Inakwaje hiyo? So lions are one of the eye-catching animals. What? Eye-catching. So you won't get tired. You keep watching, and if we drive now 2 meters away, we find other lions. You cannot say that we have seen lions already. We can just stop and keep watching because they are eye-catching animals. You're not kissing. They are men.
Yes.
Okay. So if they are men,
wamejiconnect na radio calls za wanaanza hizi kwenye mti hapa sehemu fulani kuna lions.
I can't tell because this is not a zoo. So we're just driving around and we get to see them by opportunity.
Yep.
Because we are not sure where we're going to find them. We are just driving.
But do we have cheetah here in this park?
We have a lot. But the problem, they know how to camouflage. They know how to camouflage. So to get a chance to see them is not that easy. you must work hard. You must add some more extra effort, like spending entire day from morning to evening, so that you can get a chance to see maybe one. Yeah, they are not just like elephants. You go anywhere you find. They are just there. For example, even now, if you cross, you cannot maybe reach that mountain. You find maybe 4 or 5 cheetahs, but they are in grasses, and they know how to camouflage. And now it is hot, so if it is hot, they have to go to find a cover like that small bush, and then they lie down. And if they lie down safe, they fall asleep. They won't move around in the daytime. But rarely to see them moving around when the sun is intense. When the sun is intense, they don't have sweat gland, so it's not ideal to move around. They must find a cover, a small bush like that. With
Rhinos also?
we also have rhinos, but getting to see them is a huge challenge, because for many years ago they were hunted a lot, so they are not so many. They are just few, and now rhinos in Serengeti, they are protected in a special conservation area. Yeah, they are protected in a special conservation area, and management are not letting rhinos to move wherever they want to go. So they're just keeping them in one conservation area, which is located from the southwest of Seronera. Seronera is the central Serengeti. So they're just keeping them somewhere from the southwest of Seronera in an area called Imoru. So it's where they are conserving rhino. So there is a rhino project there. So, and the old rhinos that are there, they have to track them. Yeah, because they are not many like you drive there and you get to start seeing them everywhere. No, they're just few. So they have to track them to know where they are, where are they moving, how do they do, something like that. So if tourists visit the Serengeti and want to see the rhino, there is another payment on top of the normal park fee. That is special payment for the rhino viewing experience. And after you pay that for the rhino viewing experience, you get to see the rhinos, and still you contribute the sustainable conservation of the rhinos in one way or another. That is how it works. They have names. There is Magufuli. There is somebody, names of leaders that have been in a government system of the country for some years ago. There's a king, which is the male lion, and he owns several female lions. These female lions, they have their team of hunting. The team of hunting must be organized by the queen of the pride. There is also ranks. There is a queen of the pride. The queen of the pride must receive all the messages and all information from the king. So if the king say that I feel angry, the queen of the pride must organize her own hunting team. And within the hunting team, every member of the hunting team having a special job. Having what? A special job to do. So when the queen of the pride organize the activity of hunting, the queen of the pride will organize like 4, 5 other females. Within the hunting team, there is one that can run very well, a good runner. There is another one that can pull down the prey. There is another one that can kill prey. There is another one that can ambush the prey. So all of those are activities that will be divided amongst the hunting team. So when they are going to hunt, others must be running this direction, others must be running this direction, and the queen of the pride must initiate the entire activity. At the end of the time, if they success killing down a prey, the queen of the pride must go back to the territory area and go find a king by telling him that food is ready. Do you understand?
It's like how the life of your home there.
So if the food is ready, then he wakes up. For example, now he's sleeping like that, so he will be waking up, going to the table. Going? Yeah, and he will be like moving like this, twining its head, feeling itself happy. So after reaching to the place, he is the one to start eating. regardless, females, they are so exhausted after chasing the prey. He don't care about that. So straight he's going to open the food. He will open the stomach. He tests if the intestine are good. If the intestine are not good, he's going on the steak. And if any member of the land's pride dare to touch the steak, he must establish a conflict. It's just like, how comes are you touching the steak? And the king, I am here. I want to enjoy the steak, and why are you touching the steak? So the fight will happen there. It will be like chasing all the other lions around. So he will be the one to feed the steaks. You know, steaks are good. So he will enjoy the steaks, and he must be full. For example, they killed down a buffalo. So if he takes all the steak, he will be full. And if he's full, he move away, not far from there, just like from here to that bush. And then he go rest there. And behind here, females will start to eat. Because when they are so exhausted, after kill it down, they cannot eat. They are going to lose the appetite. For example, if you try to practice physical exercise, you run about 5 kilometers, for example, and then quickly somebody bring you food, wali maharag, and ask you to eat. You cannot eat because after exercising, your body must get exhausted, and if you are exhausted, automatically you lose appetite. So if you lose appetite, it's similar to the lions after chasing the animal for a long time, and if they kill it down, they will be exhausted, so they cannot eat at that time. So they have to stay aside to recover from exhaustion. After recover, they will start to eat, and that will take a long time. But the king, he was resting. Look at that jaws. Are we together? So that is how it's happening. So the king must be the first to eat, and the females or the queens must follow after the king is full. Look at that. You see those 4 pointed canine teeth? Yes. Those are special for cutting. That are special for cutting and tearing the skin. Stretching the back, look. Unaona? Yaani kama wewe ushike mti alafu. Yeah, I told you he's going to wake up his brother. And now they are leaving this area. Amemwamsha brother amegoma kuamka. Blanketi limekuwa tamu. You see? Brother naye ameamka sasa. Sasa mbona ananiacha huyu? It's just like he's saying that. Yeah, lazima aende. They look hungry. You see the stomach? The stomach looks very skinny. It looks very skinny. No food there. And now it is dry season. Ngiri wanakimbia kama boda boda. And he's like limping. He's limping kwa sababu amelalia mguu. Amefanyaje? Amelalia mguu vibaya. Can you hear those vocal sound? Yes. Those sounds are from the male hippos. They are trying to scare our presence. They are trying to scare our presence. Here is where they live, but every single night they must move out from the pool. They go out to feed. They feed the entire night, the whole night long. They will be busy feeding outside the water, but around 5 a.m., 6 a.m., they are coming back in the pool.
Tem que fazer tua.